Hey friends, how's it going? And a happy VD to everybody, I guess. Do I have anything special planned? Absolutely not. Hey, hippie, hello, hello. How's it going, man? Uh, I the only thing I really have that I want to share is that I think I finally fixed my lag issue. And I did the first two Gribbles earlier just because I've been doing some Gribbles today. Uh, so I guess I'll do the third one, and you could see, how fast or slow you feel that I'm zoning now. And I know I've been like I kind of use hyperbole sometimes when I say how long it takes me to zone. I'm like, it's taking me 3 hours to zone. No, it doesn't take 3 hours, but it felt like it took about 3 minutes sometimes. And that's still a lot. Bear, hey Bear, how's it going? Happy VD, guys. I hope you're all doing well. So I made a video about this fix, but it's not going to come out for a couple of days, and I thought I'd talk about it a little bit now, because, not everybody that watches my live stream watches my videos. Not everybody that watches my videos watches the live stream. So, there's always different information that we can share. Why is this still showing the beginning here? So, I don't know how good or bad this is going to come out because Restream's kind of bumpy today. So I'm not sure really what's going on. But I'm hoping it will come out okay. Please do feel free to let me know in the comments, if you feel like it's coming out weird or slow or laggy or anything, I don't think it's on my end. I think it's just that maybe Restream is having like a DOS attack or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's just that's the kind of slow latency and stuff I seem to be getting from them. Like they're having trouble on their end, like something funky going on. And I got a weird team here today. I've got I'm just trying to level up some of my other characters basically. So I have my Beast Lord here and my Rogue here. Mostly it's just Fez and the Enchanter doing everything, and the two larger characters here, the two elves, they're basically getting power leveled by me and the Enchanter. So, oh, I remember this. I hate this. I don't like this one at all. So I'm gonna leave the characters back here. And I'm supposed to go up and click on the dirt and get those skeletons to pop and then kill the skeletons. So yeah, I zoned in pretty quick. I don't know if anybody noticed. But it's gonna be nice if I don't have to complain anymore. Because I don't like to complain. I like to frolic. Oh snap. I just realized something very, very bad. I might not survive this. My cleric isn't up. So luckily I can heal my own pet. Wow, I feel really stupid. I'm also really glad that I have potions. But it also just goes to show just how awesome a mage can be. You know, surviving Gribbles at level 99 without a tank or a healer. It's just a mage basically doing everything. I mean, luckily I did have the enchanter here, so I did finally get to mez the extra one here. Okay. So I still got to kill this other one. I just got to keep an eye on my pet's health, and as soon as this thing is dead, I'll be able to, you know, unsuspend my mercs. Yeah, these zone-ins are so much faster now. It's crazy how fast they are now sometimes, especially zoning into POK, which is usually the worst. So I'll talk about what I did and everything as soon as I feel like I'm not in danger of dying. Because this area is super easy when I have my two mercs up. My cleric merc here on the enchanter and the tank merc. And again, I feel so dumb that I forgot to get these. Forgot to get these mercs up. So I'm not sure if you guys remember or if you've ever done this or had to do this to get Everquest to run, but this happens with a lot of older software when you're running it on a newer computer. Sometimes you have to run it on what is called compatibility mode, right? So let's say I wanted to run Everquest in compatibility mode. You know, I would right click on the Everquest icon on my desktop and I would choose compatibility mode, and maybe I wanted to run it as like it's running on Windows 7 or 8 or something like that, you know, just something other than Windows 10 that I'm running. And when I first built this computer, Everquest was running very poorly. So I tried a few different things, and one of them was running it in compatibility mode for Windows 7. And once I did that, it ran so much better. I was so happy with how it was running. And for the past, you know, few years, like what, 2.5 years, 3 years that I've had this computer, it's been like that. It's been running fine under compatibility mode. But over the past 2 years, Daybreak has been doing a lot of under the hood stuff and updates and everything where it would run on newer computers, but you would have to make it, you know, turn off compatibility mode, obviously. So, yeah, it dawned on me the other day. I'm like, am I still running EverQuest in compatibility mode? And they did recently update DirectX. Maybe I don't have to run it under compatibility mode anymore. So that's all I did, man. I mean, I know you guys gave me links and lists of different steps I could take, and I tried some of them. But some of them are like, yeah, enable the lowest graphics possible and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, that's what you do if you have a garbage computer. I don't have a garbage computer, and I'm not going to do that. Like, and I even tried it with one of them, like Hippie, one of the links you had sent me. And it's like the lowest, and it's just, the graphics are all wrong. There's, like, especially like here, like on the high elf, you know, cleric here, their bracers, their chest plate, excuse me, and their boots had like no detail at all. They were just pitch black, you know, just, it was just completely wrong. Like there was like no texture, or like the texture was inverted or something. It just, nothing looked right. Some of the characters looked fine. You know, I think the gnomes, because they were wearing robes, they looked okay. But high elves in plate mail always looked completely wrong. And some of the others looked wrong too. The Draken were the only ones that looked okay. And I didn't want to run like that. I'm not going to make videos, and I would rather stop playing EverQuest altogether than run it like that and make videos like that. That's, I mean, I'm not a proud person, but I think it's only like normal to want to take pride in content that you're producing. And I try to be proud of what I've done, and I can't be proud of anything. If I had to run the game looking like that, I would have to play another game. So yeah, I undid all of that. As you can see, like, all the graphics are nice. And all I did was I disabled compatibility mode. It's just running in regular mode, like for Windows 10. And that's all I had to do. So I guess it wasn't all Daybreak's fault. Kind of wish maybe, you know, they could have put some notes out for like stuff like that. Like, hey, here's a couple of things that you can do to fix your stuff. But they didn't, of course, you know. I'm just glad it's working. I'm just glad it's better, you know? I don't want to sit here and dwell on how angry I was. And how many of my friends I might have snapped at. And I'm sorry, by the way. I still feel bad. Just because I was so frustrated at the whole thing, you know. And I wasn't mad at anybody that was trying to help me. I was just mad at the situation. I was mad at my computer. I was mad at Daybreak. And I was mad at myself because I couldn't get it to work. And I like to think I know some things about computers, but obviously I don't know quite enough. So guys, any of you that is having that problem, give this a try, you know? Like I said, I've got a video coming. I think it's going to be released Sunday. So I already had a video coming out Sunday, but I pushed that one back. That one's going to be coming out like in a few weeks now. So I pushed that one back just because I wanted to get the video out as soon as I could. Because like I said, not everybody wants to watch my live streams, I guess. You know, some folks just want to see the polished videos, and I don't blame them for that, you know. Because even my polished videos are not like as good as what some other people are releasing, you know. I'm always going to be rough around the edges. I'm always going to be a bit of a hot mess. Stop it, hippie. Don't do that. I'm okay with you guys teasing me about just about anything, but please don't F with my computer. That's like, I don't know. That's like worse than insulting someone's mom if they had a normal mom, like a decent mom, unlike mine, you know? Like, because, you know, there's some that are protective about their mom. I'm not. I am protective about my computer, though, because that's my baby. That's like my child. I built that with my own 2 hands. So, yeah, and I know you're just kidding, and I could take a joke, but not about my computer. That's another reason why I was getting so angry. I was like, no. Not to mention, I can't afford to build a new computer every year. Maybe if I was some kind of crazy ass millionaire, you know. And again, I know you're joking. I completely know you are. But yeah, no, this is my baby. This is my child. I would lose my mind if I didn't have a computer. Yeah, sometimes I think my computer is what makes me work as hard as I do, and drive, you know, as much as I do, because you don't have anything to plug your computer into if you're homeless. Guys, you know, you don't understand just how addicted I am to this silly box with lights on it and stuff. You can't be a gamer living up on the street. I mean, I guess somehow you could. I don't know. You'd be having to be at other people's houses or something, or maybe steal Wi-Fi at McDonald's. You know, I don't know. I personally couldn't do it. I'm fat and I like comfort, so. Corbin, yeah, it looks like your message got deleted. I'm not sure what it was. Actually, I can probably figure it out. On here. Oh, no, because I've got the stupid quest overlay up. I could actually remove most of these quests for now and just leave that top one. There we go. Now I could see better. Oh, Corbin, yeah, you used all caps. Yeah, don't write in caps, Corbin. That's the only reason why your thing got deleted, because you were typing in caps. I am running Windows 10, okay? I don't have 11 yet. I don't plan on getting 11 right now. Maybe eventually, like when I'm forced to. I have trust issues, guys. I have trust issues. I do not trust Windows 11. So, just saying. It's because everybody out there that I know says Windows 11 is awful. So why would I trust Windows 11? I haven't really ever heard a single good thing about it, honestly. The best I heard about Windows 11 is that someone will be like, I switched to Windows 11 and it was just as horrible as I expected. But after a lot of weeks and a lot of work and a lot of time, it's manageable and or tolerable. That's been like the best review. Is that if you put a lot of time and work into it, it almost doesn't suck. Why would I switch? if I don't have to? It's just I don't have time. I don't have that kind of time, guys, to put, I mean, into tuning Windows 11 if it is that bad. Not to mention, you see how long it took me just to fix Everquest. I'm not that smart and or talented with the computer to figure everything out to fix Windows 11 to my liking. So yeah, anyway. Joby1, I upgrade my computer every 4 years or so. Joby1, upgrading your computer doesn't necessarily mean replacing it, so I'm not sure. Oh, Bear, it said your message was rejected. I'm not sure what you wrote. If it was too long, maybe, or something. Sorry, the bot works. It's just not working as well as I'd like it to sometimes. I am running Windows 10. Zorgo, anyone that can give invite to the raid team. Even Siri said Windows 11 is not an upgrade. Corbin said caps never intended, just hit the key wrong. Don't worry about it. I'm not, I have no feelings about it. I just have that up there just to protect me from weirdos and spammers and things like that. So don't worry about it. It's gonna spank people now and then. And yeah, it sounds like Hippie is online and can send out invites if someone needs. Okay. Let me pull my guys back here a little bit. Don't want to end up getting killed. Okay. Set myself to puller. I wonder if I could pacify one of these skeletons so I can only pull one instead of getting two right away. I got two right away, but that's all right. So yeah, everything is running so much better now. So I recommend, if you're running the game in compatibility mode, try turning off compatibility mode and just running the game normal. And I think that was the only thing causing issues, honestly, as weird as it sounds. Excuse me for the cough. And Siri asked, how is everyone today? Well, I'm doing good. I'm doing a lot better, and I'm a lot happier now that I finally corrected the issue with the mysterious lag. Joby1 said I finished my Epic 1.0 Chanter weapon. I'm now a fan of Everquests. They are, even though they are fun, even though the weapon isn't that great. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed your Epic quest. That's pretty cool. So hopefully everybody's going to see a much happier Fez in future videos. Then I fix this. Again, I am sorry. I'm sorry to anybody that, you know, I might have gotten kind of bitchy with because of my frustration and everything. I'm just really happy that it's working better. And I want to address something, though, that this has not corrected everything, okay? Everything is not fixed. The lag issue is fixed, and that was the one thing that was really irritating me more than anything else. So you may ask, so what's still not fixed? And that is the graphics issues, guys. Even though my computer's running better, like a lot better, I'm still seeing broken models, broken mesh, whatever you want to call them. You know, maybe someone has an illusion of a dragon or an illusion of some other thing that's uncommon, right? And that illusion is broken. Like it's stretched and flattened and looks like just a plane or several planes stacked on top of each other. So that's not good. But I don't think that's something I can fix on my end, honestly. Excuse me. I've updated my graphics card yet again, and I'm still seeing that. Now, I'm not seeing it as often as some of the other players are, but I do see it in the guild lobby sometimes. Bear said, I'm trying to make a bard for the raid party, but I'm gonna be out of town next week and not sure if I can get them to 51 before I leave. Would it be okay if I join the team later? Yeah, Bear, I don't see why that would be a problem. You could probably join any time. I'm pretty sure that we're gonna be doing the what do you call it? The old world raids, probably more than once, right? Just for fun, just for the heck of it. So I'm guessing we'll probably do Nagy, Vox, and Finny at least twice for each one, you know? And to do it, you'd have to have them be like a week apart. At least, right? So yeah. Don't worry about it. We'll have plenty of room since it's a raid. I'm really starting to like the raid idea because I know that there's some folks that have been wanting to play with us, but you know, a lot of times our groups, our weekend groups are kind of full. And at least when it comes to a raid, you're never really full. You can always use a few more bodies to throw at whatever monster you're fighting. So it's not just limited to, you know, the 6-man team there. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised at how many people are interested. I'm also very, very happy that they are. Ooh, I got a Shadow Knight book for level 99. I guess that's like a gift I can send to Yunkel later. So it's RK2. Be a little while before we get up to that level, but you know. I don't know. Honestly, I think Hippie's probably more surprised that I personally showed interest in it because of how many times I've outright just said that I really hated raiding. But then again, you know, I also didn't really care for grouping much until I met all these silly people that I group with that just are always a lot of fun and great to group with. You know, and nobody gets, you know, freaked out or stressed out or whatever, except for maybe me when we die. And that's kind of nice, you know. And I try to never get. I think I've learned to take deaths in the game pretty well because of how often it happens to us. So yeah. Hey, Android. I'm sorry. You know what? I missed the Twitch chat because I was just looking at YouTube for some reason. So I'm seeing some of it now. I am really sorry, guys. Let me read some of this. New PC came with Windows 11 and has been fine. When I first swapped to it, it was pretty rough and swapped back. But there's nothing nothing compelling uh, to do Windows 11, so I wouldn't until you're forced. The only thing I like a lot is the cell phone integration. Cell phone integration. Interesting. And also, yeah, you mentioned that Windows 11 looks horrible because they mess with the UI. Yeah, they really should leave the UI alone. And yeah, I build my own computer, so I know how to upgrade it. Your streams and content are awesome, man. Thank you. See, now I feel like a complete jerk that I didn't see your chats sooner. So I am very sorry, guys, over on Twitch. I do have both visible now, so I'm sorry. I will do better. I just made the mistake. I thought I was looking at the combined chat, but I wasn't. So, again, really sorry about that. And thank you for watching on Twitch or on YouTube, wherever you're watching from. Thank you. And I wanted to get back to, was it something, I think it was Joby one that said it. So when you say you upgrade your computer every, what, you said 4 years or something like that, or 2 years? Oh, you said 4 years. Does that mean you upgrade components, or are you buying a whole new system every 4 years? Because I feel like if you have a decent computer, it could last at least 5 or 6. Now, you might need to update some things. Might want to, get better RAM if it's available, or just this and that, Um, damn it. Those jerks, man. This is why I hate. This is why I know I need to just be cautious. I can't for a second, like, not be careful because my rogue died. I know, I said I take death a lot better, but that was unnecessary. That was just sheer stupidity on my part. I should have kept playing it the way I was playing it. I got a little too freaking confident, and that's what happens. The rogue paid for it with her life. Which is funny that it looks like she's still standing there. She died so quick, she didn't have time to fall. It's just stuck. Zorgo said I had a hard time finding groups on P99. You know what, Zorgo? That's pretty much why I stopped playing on P99. I was playing over there, and of course, they don't let you multi-box over there. So of course I was trying to be respectful of their rules and their desires by not multi-boxing. And I was having a hard time finding a group. And this was even at like lower level. Like, I had a level 16 shaman. I'm over there in the Oasis trying to get a group. Nobody's wanting a group with me. And yeah, I guess you could solo Crocs at 16 as a shaman. But it's just not the same, And that's one of the things I hated about old Everquest back in the day. It's just I soloed a lot. And not always because I wanted to. It was usually just because I couldn't get a group. Like, not in a timely manner, MMO hippie, I've noticed a lot more standing corpses, yeah. What GFX card did you upgrade to, Fez? I did not upgrade my video card. It's the same card I've had this whole time. When I fixed my issue, all I did was I just switched from playing Everquest in compatibility mode to not playing in compatibility mode. And that is all. Ooh, I got my level back. That's good. Okay, let me get back on my mount here. I almost forgot to accept the res too, so that would have sucked. Would have lost out on a lot of XP. Let me try to see how much XP I get per kill. Because I know I don't get a lot. Because you don't get much at all on Gribbles. I don't want to see how much I'm getting for this character. Jesus, I don't know. It's not showing, so I'll have to wait until the next kill. I'm currently using a 2070 video card, a NVIDIA GeForce 2070. So I think ATX, right? So yeah, I'm still using the 2070. I haven't changed the card. I didn't change any component on my computer. It's all exactly the same. The only thing was I didn't even change the settings. I put them all back to where they were, especially after doing this one little thing that sort of fixed everything. And that was, yeah, removing compatibility mode. And Onidrog asked, anyone got tips for convincing my girlfriend to play EQ, LOL? I don't know, man. You could always show them that there's different outfits to wear, or just try to, I don't know. I think women are not any different than a guy as far as motivation, you know, and getting someone to play a game. I think you just sort of have to show them the game and just say, hey, you know, I'm really passionate about this game, and I think it would be fun if we could play together. You know, are you down? Would you want to try it? And maybe you could sort of say, you know, you're willing to try something that she wants you to try, you know? Maybe there's some movie that you've been resisting because you thought it was going to be a little too touchy-feely or something. I don't know. Or just the concept of it sounded kind of dull to you. So maybe you could do that. You could be like, hey, I'll watch that movie that you've been asking me to watch if you play, you know, a few hours of EQ with me to see if you like it or not. And maybe they will, and maybe they won't. Everybody's different, though, you know? There could be some folks that are gonna, you know, would be totally down to game with you, and then there might be some that are like, no matter what you say or do, it's just never gonna happen, you know? And it's hard to sometimes find someone that you can get along with that will actually have similar interests. Onidrog said, I have a 2070 RTX as well. It still runs most games at Ultra. Just a select few here and there. It can't. Yeah, it's a great card, man. I've got zero complaints about the card. And see, that's why I was constantly getting kind of, not kinda, I need to stop. I was getting bitchy. I'll admit it, I was getting bitchy. And that's why I was getting bitchy, because I'm like, I knew it wasn't my gear. I knew I was running decent stuff, even still for now, because it still all works. I mean, it was able to run that Diablo 4, which is the new one that came out last year or whatever. I think it was 4. Anyway, I was able to run that without any problems at all. and just, you know, a lot of other games with graphics up on high and everything was good and fine. So it's just, I don't know, it really irritated me that I couldn't play EQ properly. Cerise said, my wife will never start playing EQ again. She passionately hates the game, as she played it fully hardcore back in the days and was in one of the top raid guilds. Well, being in a top raid guild will make you hate the game, I'll tell you that right now. I was never in one of those guilds, but I know for a fact that if I was, I probably wouldn't be playing now, because they just, you know, even the mediocre guilds I was in, they always put so much pressure on you. And everything is always about, you know, the gear and everything. It just felt like everything was a freaking flex to these people. It's just, you know, they're acting like elitists and stuff, and I'm like, dude, there's nothing elite about you. You just have more free time than I do. That's it. That is it. There's nothing special. I'm like, you're willing to forego sleep for this. And I'm a creature of comfort. I like sleeping. So, yeah, I found my marriage become much more stable when I stopped asking her to play. Yeah, Zorgo, that's probably for the best. You know, if there's someone that just isn't interested, and as long as they are allowing you to play, you know, then I feel like that's more than fair. You know, plus maybe she has some other interest that she'd like to pursue that you might not be so interested in. And I feel like couples need to give each other a little bit of space. I personally would go nuts being in a relationship where, you know, the person I'm with would have to, or demand, like, all of my time. I'd be like, no, I'm sorry, that will never happen. If that makes you very unhappy, I will not be offended if you pursue a relationship elsewhere. You know, that would basically be my attitude. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm not going to give up something I'm passionate about for anybody. There was a time when I would have, and I did, and I had many times. I stopped playing EQ a bunch of times because I was dating a girl, you know? There's a couple of times where I gave one of my brothers access to my account. So I'm like, yeah, I'm dating somebody now. I'm never going to play that game again. It didn't last. As soon as it was over, I'm like, I want my account back. You know, and I get on my account. It's like, hey, why am I not wearing the same armor? What did you do with my robe? It's like, I put it on my necro. Why'd you do that? Give it back. So, anyway, yeah, and now I just know even if I got into a relationship where I wanted to take a break from EQ for a little bit, I would never say that I'll never play again, because I'm always going to assume that it's not going to last. Because it usually doesn't, at least not with me. I think I'm a difficult person to get along with in the long run. I'm someone that you can deal with in small doses, like through a live stream. But if you had to live with me, you'd probably hate your life. I don't know. But then again, maybe not, because I mean, basically just sit here and play games. I guess it's more so like if somebody actually wanted to spend time with me, Maybe like, well, put a computer next to mine and we'll chat while I game. That's how it would be. Hippie said very small doses. Ouch. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a very... I mean, honestly, I'm a gnome. I'm already a small dose, so you can't really get a large dose of a gnome. It's, you know, it's kind of weird though, like how our team has a hard time with some of these missions. But here I have Fezzelwig is level 99, and then I've got a level 98 Enchanter, and then a level 91 Rogue, but they're mostly just sitting here, not doing much. And then a level 91 Beast Lord, who is also mostly just sending in their pet. So it's mostly just Fez, and Fez's tank mercenary, and the Enchanter and the Enchanter's cleric mercenary that are doing the work. And it's working out pretty good. It's just a matter of melee classes in this game kind of seem to be a little bit broken, you know? And I don't know why. Damn it. I'm trying to set up the rogue so they auto follow and will backstab. There we go. Because I have auto backstab enabled. But yeah, I've been able to run all these missions fairly easily and consistently. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. Without a whole lot of trouble. Where that moment where my rogue died is actually kind of rare. And it's only because I did something really stupid. And it was like over here there's another one of those graves that I have to go and disturb the soil to get the thing to spawn. And I just got to make sure that I run up with just Fez, I tap it, and then I run back. And then if I just pull with just Fez, everything's fine. Before though, it seems like one of them got aggroed onto my enchanter, and that's what made it bad. Well, when I say broken, you know, it's like we have a really hard time with the heroic missions a lot of times, where we die repeatedly, and it's because these things hit like trucks. And I know the mercs are way overpowered, but if you guys saw it early on in the video when I forgot to actually have my merc up, my pet was able to tank the thing just fine. So it just seems like, I don't know, they might need to do a retuning of melee classes where they get a little bit more damage mitigation or something. And I know that gear and armor is really important, yes. But I feel like it's still not quite right. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I'm not the best at trying to articulate my thoughts. Onidrog, are rogues fun to play? I heard they were the worst class. I'm not sure who would say that they were the worst class. I think they're one of the best classes. Especially after they got that poison update. Their poison totally rocks now. Alright, I guess I'm gonna scout with Fez. See if I killed everything over here. Okay. So it looks like there's 3 up there. Joby1 said monks seem less gear dependent. My monk seems like he's wearing plate armor, considering how little damage he takes. MMO Hippie said on TLPs, rogues start out as one of the worst classes there are. But as you get farther into expansions, they get better and better. I would agree. And it's not even so much as that they're one of the worst. It's just that they're they're dependent on gear because they have no spells. You know, they're not like rangers. And they're really only effective in a group. You're not going to do great soloing a rogue, especially on a TLP. And forget about like P99, yeah, don't play a rogue if you're on a server like P99, because if you don't have a group and there's not a tank that's gonna take all the damage so you can just backstab, you're not gonna have a good time. You're also not gonna be very effective, because the rogue's best attacks come from behind. It's where they're best, they do the most damage. But honestly, I wouldn't want to play a rogue on like P99. Rogues are good on regular live EQ. So if you plan on playing a project server, don't do a rogue. Unless it's a server like Project Lazarus where you can multi-box. In which case, then sure, you can have a rogue possibly. And then have a tank. Okay, yeah, Oni Drog, that would be about right. Yeah, if they're playing on a server that's starting up, a progression server, they're not going to have a lot of fun right away with the rogue. But rogues are important in, raid zones and stuff, and, you get into zones like Sibyllus, and even in the early expansions, there's some zones like Najina, where you need a rogue for lockpicking to get, past the doors, unless you want to be trying to wait forever for some of those keys to drop off of the rare named or whatever, wherever some of those keys might be dropping, Stage completed. All right. Taint the blood supply. So I gotta go put my taint in the blood supply, I guess. That sounds kind of disgusting. I don't know why I gotta put my taint in the blood supply. Yeah, I think rogues are great in raids, but they're also great in groups, just as standard DPS, Similar to a warrior, they can just keep going. They don't need to stop for med breaks and stuff, except for for the healer, Zorgo said there are few expansions where Zerks are insanely overpowered, making them the only melee DPS people want. Save for monks for pulling and bards for buffs. They make bad pullers as well. Yeah. Well, I don't know that. I don't think rogues make bad pullers. Izzy does a great job. at pulling, but you know, I know there's better pullers out there. You know, bards are better at pulling, monks and shadow knights are better because they can feign death. I mean, you see me here. I do use my enchanter to pacify things, but most of the time I'm like actually sort of pulling the mobs with Fez, and he's just a stinking mage. So so yeah. I think rogues should have fade to shadows full mechanic. Yeah, I think they should, man. I think rogues should have some sort of a thing, just like they can duck out of the combat, you know? They should be able to duck out of a pull and just poof into the shadows. You know, like a smoke bomb or something. Yeah, where they lose aggro and hate. I agree 100%. I think that's something they should have had a long time ago. I'm kind of shocked that they don't, honestly. Like, I believe I probably questioned Hippie a couple of times about it when he said that Izzy didn't have it. I'm like, are you sure? He's like, yeah. I'm like, they should. They should. But I believe it. I checked on my own rogue and I haven't found anything. Because my rogue here is level 91. They still don't have anything either. So, here's a question that I kind of have. I don't know how many of you will know this. So I'm going to share these links. Share these links with the group so that way I could share them with Fez so everybody can actually see them. So I've been messing around with my poisons lately. And I think most people that are playing rogues right now are aware of this particular poison, right? The bite of the Shissar. I actually made a video about this recently. It'll be up in a little while. If it's not up already, I'm not sure. So this is the regular poison that we use, right, as a rogue. And only rogues can use it. It gives you about 4 hours with about 60 triggers, 60 procs. Once the 60 procs are done, you gotta, recast or take another one. But then there's these other two. There's this white bottle here called Anger of the Shissar, right? And then there is this one, Strike of Sarsha. So I know what this one does. The brown bottle, when you use that, it only gives you a single proc, but unlike the green one, it is guaranteed to proc. So, you know, you can take it, like I'll put it on my rogue now. And there's this one here, and this one's the one that's a mystery to me. The anger of the Shisar. Because it doesn't explain very well, like, what damage it does, or how much damage it does. And I've tried to read about it. So if anybody knows more about anger of the Shisar, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Because I made a video about this one. It's the Strike of Sersha, but the other one is kind of elusive. So if you guys have a little more insight about it than I do, I'd love to hear it. I'm gonna take my rogue behind this guy here. Now there's a cooldown on the Strike of Sersha where it takes a minute before you can recast it. But let me go back and see how much damage it did just now. So I did 31k. Or wait, no, that's not what I did. I did more than that. That was something else. Oh, I did 20, no. Damn it, I'm too close. There it is, okay. I only did 13k? Okay, 13,000 for that proc. I really hate the spam. I wish there was a way to single it out a little more. Because it really, really is difficult. I'm like scrolling and scrolling. And trying to find out. Because I don't want to give incorrect information. So yeah, so one proc did 13,474. And I believe I proc 2 or 3 times. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I can't see. It's like I had to run way back with the rogue just to, you know, get away from the spam so I could read the thing because it was scrolling up too fast. Oh, okay. I hit him for 30k that time. So, yeah, like, you know, rogue can trigger that poison for like up to 30k sometimes. And at least it's more of a guaranteed proc as opposed to some of the other ones. And that's at level 90. You know, and that's like doesn't even include like backstabs and things like that, or possible assassinations and all that good stuff. So let me go back here. I want to read some of the catch up on some of the chat. I apologize that I've been sort of neglecting it for a minute, but I was going on my rant about the poisons. Okay, yeah, Hippie said he's been working on a fade pulling system. He just doesn't have the timing down yet. Zorgo was like, let's test it on Finny. One of these days, I'm going to hack your account, Fez, and clean out your bags. Don't do that, man. I need my stuff. I need my stuff. It's an organized mess, I swear. And especially, like, you know, my rogue needs their poisons. You know? Just like Fez has things he needs there. Not to mention, I mean, there's some stuff that I don't have room. There's no room in my bank for it. Believe me, I'd love to put it in my bank or in somewhere else. But I don't like just throwing stuff away. So yeah, I know there's a lot of junk in these bags. Some of this stuff is temporary. It's just quest crap. Like this is gonna go away when I log out for the night. Like a bunch of this trash. So don't worry, I'll try to come up with something. You know, if they implemented a thing where we could just start buying extra bank slots or something, I would do it. They would make a killing off of me. Wendell said, funny you say that, Hippie. When I first started out in a static group I was in, I had a rogue, warrior, bard, enchanter, cleric, and me, a ranger. And the rogue always wanted to pull and role play using daggers instead of arrows to pull with. That's not the best thing, especially throwing daggers back in the day were terrible. They had like the worst range ever. Javelins now, on the other hand, those are sweet, especially the long flight javelins, and not to mention the Shisar fangs that you could just summon if you have a dusty Sora's pouch. Wendell, for a rogue, it is actually better to throw than use a bow. Rogues can assassin with a thrown item, where with the bow they can't. So yeah, that is 100% true. Rogues can also crit with thrown weapons. You can land some very nasty crits with your thrown weapons, and yeah, you can assassinate on occasion. Wendell said, yeah, I know, but this was back in, what, 1996? Everquest didn't exist in 96. Unless that was a D&D group. Thomas said, why, hello, everyone. Hey, Thomas. Everyone says hi to Thomas. Wendell said, I mean, he had So and the Bard speed buff. Just to be quick before that run speed would disappear. Getting back to the group. Buy Fez some 42 slot daybreak store bags. He'll have plenty of room then. Dude, I have some of the 42 slot bags. I have the 32 slot bags. I don't know if they make 42 slot bags. The largest bag that I've seen with Daybreak is the 40 slot bag, and that's only for trade skill junk. The other ones are 32 slotted. So maybe it was a mistake that you said 42. I'm not sure. Zorgo, no, I did not keep my Glooming Deep gear. Everybody's exaggerating about my hoarding. I do trade skills, so I save all my trade skill stuff, obviously. But I also have the trade skill depot, where I keep most of my stuff stored. I think Hippie just likes to give me crap. And it's okay. I know it's friendly. It's friendly griefing, friendly trolling. But I think that's all it really is. Either that or maybe Hippie has some OCD about clutter. I don't know. Feel free to let me know, Hippie. No, but I always delete all the newbie stuff, man. The Glooming Deep stuff I don't even sell. I just destroy it. Thomas said when I played last there was no thrown weapons that were the equivalent to a bow and arrow DPS wise. I would love that small bonus to crit and assassinate. Hippie said make a free account, give him a bunch of bags. Chance. You know, I already have an account like that and they're already full of crap. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't even want to know how much that bag cost for just 10 more slots. And it's not like I'm going to go and destroy my current 32 slotted bags. Because these are no trade, okay? So, I'm just... Don't worry, I'm going to get rid of some of the crap in my bags. It's just... I've been playing over here all day. I haven't been to the bank. You guys gotta stop. It's okay. I'm not buying more bags. You're just adding to the junk. And that's not gonna make what Hippie's saying any different. I'm just gonna be carrying more crap because I'll have more bags. I empty my bags. I do all the time. It's just very easy for them to get filled up. My enchanter's a little far away. I gotta get them caught up with the group here. Okay. Oh, Wendell said I mistyped. I meant 1999. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna get that Perpetual Twilight bag. It's just ridiculous. $40 slotted bags in the Hunter's achievement. From my understanding, 42 is the correct answer to everything. Wasn't that a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy thing? The answer was 42 to life, the universe, and everything. But nobody knew what the actual question was. Store items in the house. By the way, I wanted to address something. So one of the mages in our guild summoned some mage weapons and put them on the wall. Okay? Because, yeah, you can put weapons and stuff on the wall. Their theory was if you put them on the wall, they don't disappear when you log in and out, right? And I'm not sure if they intended to have those summoned weapons so other guildies could take them and use them for stuff, for their pets, but it doesn't work that way. Only the person who owns the item can actually take the item. Otherwise, it's just going to sit there forever. So, don't fill the walls full of stuff, please. And if you're doing it just for yourself, don't put them in the hallway. Maybe just claim one of the rooms in the building, and just put it in there. Cause yeah, I tried to take one of them with one of my lower level necromancers, and it wouldn't let me take it. So that means only the owner can take it. Other guildies might be able to like return it to storage or something like that, in which case if it's no rent, it'll just probably vanish. So yeah, just thought I'd mention that. I knew it. Hippie admitted he's OCD about his bags. But that's fine, you know. Joby once said, I guess the best solution is for Hippie to hack your account. No. The best solution is for everybody to just chill the hell out and let me be me, and I'll let you be you, okay? That is the solution. Just get over it. That's all. It's my mess. You guys would hate, like, if you came to visit my apartment, I'll tell you. I mean, it would have been great if you could, you know, have a high-level mage put up a bunch of weapons in a room so the lower-level mages could come and take them and twink out their pets with them. That would be fantastic, I agree, but it doesn't seem to work that way. Suri, that's funny. Yeah, so I know I'm not the only person who might have a little bit of a mess going on in game here. And, you know, I think anybody that just has a really hard time with that, you know, honestly, it's more of a you problem. Let me try to finish this mission. I keep getting distracted and talking and reading the chat. But I had to get caught up with the chat. I'll try to stay caught up with it a little more. You should see what happens to my mail sometimes, because I'll get home from work, maybe I had a bad day, I'm not always in the mood to sort through the mail. I don't even understand why I still get mail, because we can do everything online nowadays. Nobody needs to send me a paper of anything, you know. That's what email's for. And it's just a waste. It's a waste of postage. It's a waste of fossil fuels, because, you know, there was a car that had to come and take that post that mail to my house, my apartment, you know, it's a waste of paper. Just a lot of waste for nothing, for something they could have said in an email. You know, like, you want money from me? Send me an email, man. Just, why are you doing it that way? And if I don't answer, well, it's because I don't want to. It's not because the email isn't working. Because if I don't answer the email, well, I'm not going to answer something just because it had a stamp on it either. You know, I'm just going to tear it up and throw it in the trash like I do everything else. But yeah, sometimes I'm not in the mood to mess with the mail. So I'll leave it there in a little stack beside my bed or whatever on the dresser. And sometimes I'll have several bad days or a bad week or a bad month. And before you know it, I might have a stack of 100 pieces of mail or more. And it sucks. There's been a couple of times when I started going through it, and a lot of times I just like look at what is on the envelope, and if it looks like junk, I just rip it up and throw it away. But there's been a couple of times where I'm like, no, let me check this one. And I was glad I did because it was a check in there or something like that. And those are actually good. That is the one time where paper mail is okay. When you're sending me money, you're sending me a check. Sure, I'll take a check. But other than that, no, don't waste time or money or energy transporting paper mail when you can use an email. Thomas said, recently I have returned to the game. I don't know what most of the stuff in my inventory is for. No, I get it. You know, I could try to explain some of this stuff. If you see things that look like spider silk, well, that's for tailoring, but that's sort of obvious. The animal pelts are usually for tailoring as well, making bags and stuff. Then you have leaves like this, like stale larkspur and stale... I don't know how to pronounce that word. And that is for making rogue poisons. You also have things like this. That's for rogue poison as well. It sort of looks like a heart or something. Here's a bunch of stuff that's for, what is this? Tier 3, right? Tier 3 ambiguous remnants. These are for Tier 3 House of Thule armor. So you don't want to throw those away. Some of this stuff is crap. There's some of this stuff is like for collections. Some of it's quest garbage. That's also immaculate something or other. That's for rogue poison. I know, I've got way too much crap. I mean, I've got more stuff in my bags right now than I normally do. Like, way more. I usually don't have this much crap. So... But like I said, you know, I've been playing over here all day. I haven't had time to get to the bank. Any blue candies are T3. Okay, that's what I thought. Thank you, hippie. Yeah, I gotta figure out what to do with all of these tier 3 stuff. I know I've got characters that can probably use it. But the thing is, they probably don't even have tier 2 yet. It's funny, I thought abstruse armor and whatever was like so amazing when I first saw it. I was like, holy cow. But you know, I've got so many of these stupid candies now that I'm probably going to end up deleting a lot of abstruse armor. um, yeah, there's a T3 template. I gotta look up and see which one it is. It's just sort of frustrating because I can craft the tier 1 template myself. I just can't craft a tier 2 or tier 3 or tier 4 one. I'm trying to find the blood supply. Oh, there it is. Finally found it. So I gotta put my taint in there. Defeat the Death Caller. A formidable foe approaches. Oh crap. You stupid rare named over here. War Priest Poxel. Oh crap. Oh, he's got a pet. Okay. I thought there was an ad, but it's not an ad. This loser just has a pet. Okay, so his pet cannot be slowed, I guess, for some silly reason. Oh, so I still gotta kill the Death Caller. This is just another named over here. Oh, man. Well, hopefully he'll have some nice booty to loot after. This guy's got like an infinite number of hit points, man. I'm gonna have to get my rogue in there. Actually do some damage. Get my beast lord in there too, otherwise it's never gonna die. Alright, this is so much better. Yeah, those two are only level 91, but I think together they deal a decent amount of DPS. Oh boy, what a long fight. You don't see fights this long happening anymore. Alright, it's almost down. My cleric might have to get a little bit of mana after this. Dang. He better drop something nice. I'm gonna be annoyed. A fight this long and it's gonna be some garbage loot. Alright. Finally. And I can't even use it yet because it's for level 100 and I'm only level 99. Is it even an upgrade? Not really. I mean, I don't know, man. It's not great. The thing I have is kind of better. Well, I can give this to my enchanter when they eventually hit 100, I guess. I don't know. Kind of disappointed though, not gonna lie. So let me pass that to my enchanter. I mean, it had a couple of decent stats on it, but the AC was a lot better on the other one. So this guy's level 100 also. So this fight might be another one that kind of sucks. But I'm gonna be smart and get my rogue in there right away. As well as the Beast Lord for DPS. Oh! I just realized my Beast Lord's pet is gone. It might have gotten eaten at some point. So that fight was a lot easier than the previous one. Speak with Gribble, Knob Slobber, return to camp. Okay. Where are you, Gribble? Gribble, Gribble. Let me see if there's any shiny things. Okay, no shiny things. At least not over here. Oh, there's one. So if anybody's watching and wondering what are the shiny things are for collections. So this thing is part of a collection and it says collected. So I've already got one of these, but I could pass it to one of my other characters. Once I passed it to all my other characters and nobody needs it, I usually start sending it in parcels to my guild mates to see if they can use it. And if not, they can pass it on to... Oh, there's another one. See? Shiny ball. I think that was it. I didn't see any other shinies. So let's see how much XP I get. I am at 100% AA right now on Fez because I don't want to level up too much until my enchanter catches up, because I rely on her to do crowd control for Fez. So there we go. I've got a mercenary point. I now have 5 mercenary AA points and 19 ability points. Woohoo! So yeah, I didn't get any regular XP for that because I didn't want it. I got 7.4% on my enchanter, who's level 98. They're now 26% into 99. I got 11% for my level 91 rogue, so that was nice. And I got 6.3% for my level 91 Beast Lord. Why did I get more for the rogue? They're both level 91. That's strange. I'm wondering if I... Oh, I see. I've got 50% going into AA for the Beast Lord. Okay. I'm gonna put it back down to 10. I don't remember what I was building up those AA for. Probably trade skill. Probably trade skill. And probably specifically tailoring. I'm guessing. But I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, yeah, that was that. So now I can leave. All my characters say leave to this guy. Leave. Leave. And I'm gonna leave it here on Fez so you could see just how quickly I zone now. So here we go. We're zoning. So that one seemed to be about 37 seconds. With, you know, I'm 4-boxing and I'm also live streaming. So that's not bad. It used to take like up to 3 minutes or so. At least that's how it felt. He said, Joby once said, I seem to be doing better doing Gribbles boxing than grouping. It's probably because Fez is level 99. Also, why am I walking like this? I don't think I'm sneaking. What is... Why does it feel like I've been hobbled? I don't know what's going on. Anyway, my rogue is behaving weirdly. What the hell? They did it to me again. They put my Beast Lord in another pick. So stupid. I don't know why they do that. They shouldn't be doing that to groups, man. They should keep the groups together. If you're grouped... Freaking ignorant. That is so dumb. How can they not keep groups together? The mercs, you know, the journeyman mercs are pretty good. But I mean, even when I didn't have my merc active in the very beginning, if you remember, oops, I forgot to have both my cleric and my tank merc active when I started this mission, and I still survived just fine, even pulling 2, because, well, my enchanter was able to mez 1, and Fez was able to keep the pet healed, and mage pets are like little demigods, man. They are vicious. And look, the mercenary here that I have has 95,000 hit points, and their armor class is at 6880. So I think, you know, player characters end up with maybe 50k hit points if they're lucky at this level, with an armor class probably about 4k less than what that merc has. And I don't know if the fact that I have some gear for the Merc helps. The gear is level 95. I mean, it doesn't have a ton of stats, although it does have a lot of heroic stats. You see, like, plus 65 to each stat heroic. I don't really know what that does, but I'm assuming a lot, possibly. But mostly I think it's the added AA points that you put in the mercs. I've got 76 spent on my merc so far, which isn't a whole lot. And I've got 5 unspent, so I guess let me see where I could put them. I haven't put any points into any offense on any of my mercs, like, ever. I always put it into defense. So I usually do AC hit points and spell resistance. So yeah, it looks like my Merc has an extra 3675 hit points, which again is not that much. So I don't know. But yeah, the Merc, the Journeyman Merc does have a crazy amount of hit points. You know, 95k. That's nice. But that's it. I think I covered mostly what I wanted to. I think I'm gonna go to Tainted Karana so I can see if there's anything cool I could buy with my marks, man. So, you know, I got some marks. Oh, I see what happened. So my rogue, for some reason, was set to walk instead of run. So yeah, even their mount was walking weird. What the hell? Okay, Throne of Heroes. And I wish I could set like a... I need to start setting my hotkeys exactly the same on every freaking character. Because now I'm looking for Throne of Heroes on the Beast Lord and I can't find it. It's just so frustrating. I am just not very organized. So Fez zoned into POK pretty quick. Oh hey, it's the cleric. Alright, let me get my group together. I'm gonna bring them all over there to Tainted Karana. Let me give the cleric here a brain buff. I don't know what level they are because they're set to roll. So I gave them up. They already have foresight. Let's see. I have something better than foresight that I can give them. Okay, yeah, Foresight's level 68 is the highest one that I have. I didn't think that would land on them. Okay, no, it did. Nice. All right. So one other thing that I noticed is after my little fix, running through the guild lobby, you know, where there's all those hundreds of people or so it seems, is always really difficult since the patch. It's not it's not a problem anymore. It's better now also. Yeah, hey rival, how's it going? Yeah, back from Gribbles. Okay, now I'm taking a little bit longer to zone for some reason. I know you can't see it uh because it's on the other two characters. The rogue and the I just hope nothing crashed. White, evening Fez, just joined, hearing your lag issue is going away. Yeah, I mean mostly. Um except for at the moment I've got two characters that are kind of stuck. I don't know, it could be some other issue entirely. Like maybe they've got some lost or dropped packets or something. But yeah, if you're curious, I fixed it by. So you know when you play EverQuest on a newer computer, you might right click on the icon on your desktop and select compatibility mode and set it to compatibility mode for like Windows 7 or something to get it to run better, to get it to run properly. And that's what I did. So I went compatibility mode and I set it to Windows 7. But I guess. Oh, I lost connection. I got booted off of EverQuest. So at least that's something. I don't know if I'm still connected to the internet and chat. I'm assuming I am. But just to be safe, okay, speed test is working, so it looks like I only got kicked from EverQuest. I don't know if all the servers went down or what, and it was just a coincidence. So that's kind of a relief, because I thought, oh, is my lag back? No, I guess not. It's EQ, not me. Yeah, thank you. So I'm going to sit here in my little tavern until this gets resolved. Uh, yep. You have been disconnected. Yeah, because I've been zoning a lot better since I did that. Like I said, I was playing in compatibility mode for Windows 7 because at first, when I first installed EverQuest to this computer, when I built it like 3 years ago, it wasn't running very well at all. So I had to try everything. And the one thing that fixed my problem with the lag and all that was running it under compatibility mode. I keep wanting to say compatibility mold. No, mode. Uh, So I'm trying to zone back in. I don't know why it booted me, and then I'm able to load right back in. Couldn't you just have not have booted me? It's like, boot me when I'm not actually live streaming. How's that? Make your silly game not appear quite as bad. Okay. So my rogue and my beast lord are still zoning, so there isn't much I can do there. It looks like everybody got kicked, or at least a lot of folks did. I don't see Hippie anymore either. Wendell said, yeah, my guy just got disconnected too. Yeah, I'm in POK now myself. But again, you know, it booted me. I think it booted a lot of people. Like, maybe it went down, but maybe it's all back up already. Cleaning crew unplugged the servers to plug in the vacuum. That's what it was. Or they had to change out the hamster. Oh, wow. Everquest, it's like, usually it's at the very top of power usage, right? But now it isn't. And maybe it's because of what I did. It's just running more efficiently, I guess. So I had to reboot these two accounts because they were just stuck in limbo forever. And I know I'm still in the tavern. Figured I'd wait until I got things booted up. Okay. Going back to the game. But I'm so glad it was just a software thing. I knew it was a software thing. I was certain. I knew it had nothing to do with any of my hardware. You know? And it was just something stupid. And it was just so frustrating. So I'm really, really happy that I figured it out. Because again, I didn't like what it was doing to me. I didn't like that I was so angry about it all the time because it was just so frustrating. And honestly, I mean, I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed that the game was running so badly. And that added to me just getting angrier about it. It was just so dumb. So my other two characters are finally getting to log back in. Yeah. Oh wow, all the servers had gone down. That's nuts. It's just a bad time to try to get to POK, I guess. But again, I'm kind of glad it was just EQ and not, you know, and not on my end. Just trying to run to Tainted Karana with my other tunes now. There we go. We are here. God, this place looks so nuts. I would not want to fight anything here. I'm pretty sure it would wipe the floor with me, you know? So, for anybody that doesn't know, this is where you go to spend your marks. Level 95. I probably won't get anything with Fez because he's like an inch away from hitting 100. And I don't want to waste my marks buying stuff for level 95 when I'm about to hit 100. But he's got 14 as far as his marks, how many marks he has. Wow, everything costs the exact same. Everything is just 366 over here. It's kind of weird. So yeah, like the cape that I'm wearing currently is better than what this guy has. Black silken sash. I wonder if this guy has like an earring with a really, really nice focus for mages, you know? That would be cool. But I have doubts. Yeah, like even the shield that I currently have is way better than this one. Got more hit points, more AC. I mean, that's got better attack, but I don't really need attack as a mage, you know? That staff I bought in the bazaar is way better. Excuse me. Yeah, let me see if I could find the level 100 merchant. I know he's around here somewhere. I think if I remember, he was like back here someplace. Here's a guy that says mercenary equipment. Oh, this is level 100 merc stuff. Well, I just wanted level 100 stuff. I didn't necessarily want level 100 merc stuff. Like I said, I think I'm going to wait to buy anything on Fez. Because, you know. Armor templates. So I'm not seeing the level 100 gear. I just saw the level 100 for merc stuff. I wonder if I could use the find tool. Yeah, it just says 75 to 95. But I don't see one that says for 100. What about group merchant? What about this guy? Level 100. I think I might have found them. Yeah, required level 100. Okay. Does he have like robes and stuff? This thing, the leggings here, is this like the stuff that drops that you could turn into armor? Yeah, this looks like this looks like the stuff that drops over there in Shard's Landing. So that's kind of messed up. You have to buy it, and then you still have to buy the other stuff to turn it into armor. Because that's what it looks like to me. Yeah, if you've got 3K marks, you can come here and spend them. Yeah, see, if I spend marks to get level 100 stuff, I'm not going to get these things because I've got my cultural and stuff like my regal metallofiber that's already comparable to it. I'll have to basically stumble over it in the wild to actually want to get it. Level 98 mirror RK2. Is that worth getting? So that's an upgraded spell that I can get. by getting marks. But can't I also get those spells by turning in like some of these like shards and stuff? Not collected. I must own Reign of Fear to collect that. Oh, that's weak sauce, man. I guess I gotta get the Reign of Fear expansion if I want to collect that. Dang it. Oh, let me let me get my other people here too. My rogue and my beast lord. They were still over here by Quanos. I think I mostly just want to get stuff for them because their gear is pretty crappy. So I'm running through the Quanos zone to Quanos Hills, and I see some skeletons walking around with big sticks. Why do I still have an urge to attack a level 1 skeleton holding a cracked staff? What is wrong with me, guys? Yeah, I figured. Thank you for confirming that, Hippie. That they're the equivalent to the dropped pieces. It just, I don't know. I would have done it differently. It's like you're already spending all those marks, right? Couldn't they just give me the armor, like the final thing? I still have to go and buy the template and like the the little jug of sauce that goes with it. Yeah, I think you know what I'm talking about. There's a barbarian over here. Oh, it's an NPC. He sees me apprehensively. It is kind of weird seeing NPCs like running through zones and stuff. Big stick equals like 4 plat. Yeah, exactly. Because you like big sticks. I like big sticks and I cannot lie. um... Oh my god. The freaking Beast Lord didn't zone into Karana yet. Sometimes, man, this game is gonna... It's gonna give me a freaking heart attack, man. I just know it will. I mean, I know I try to play it to chill and relax and unwind and have fun and de-stress. But sometimes it just causes me stress. I see myself taking a break from Everquest kinda soon. Just FYI, I might have to switch up my attentions for a little bit. And I know that's like terrible. But I don't know. I just might have to do something just to keep from going completely bonkers. Ugh. Excuse me. Sorry. Caster spells. Relentless Servant. Ooh, level 100 mage spell. I may as well buy it. So I bought a single spell, and that's it. I thought this is where the spells, where I got my spells at this level. Maybe not. It had one spell, and that was it. See if it has anything for the enchanter. 98. Yeah, actually. Oh, it's got 2 spells I could use that I don't have yet. Aegis of the Keeper and Mirror. Nice. I don't know what either one of those do. I'm guessing Mirror is like a high-end version of Reflect. But yeah, I'm zoning so much faster now. So much happier. I hope I don't have to deal with this again for another 5 years or more. Because this was ridiculous. It really made me nuts. And I'm sorry for everybody that had to deal with me acting like a freaking psychopath over this nonsense. So I've got 843 marks on my rogue now. Really? It's still on Fez? Man. What is going on? Oh. There's a rabid wolf attacking my enchanter for some reason. And my pet is dead. My mage pet. Okay, I don't know where the heck that came from and why it started attacking me. But be warned, you are not safe here. This is not a safe place. Fortunately, my enchanter didn't die. I heard them get hit. Craziness. And luckily that wolf was relatively weak. Damn. So yeah, don't be fooled. This is not a safe place. All right. I think I'm done for the night, guys. Like, I just wanted to say hi to everybody. I hope everybody had a nice VD. I just, I decided to stay home and work on videos and stuff. Oni Drog said, I'm not selling the game to your girlfriend very well. I wasn't trying to, so I'm sorry if that was the intention. Um, oh, yeah, White got spanked by the bot. And White said, Fez, I had a wonderful VD. Well, I'm glad somebody's was good. I mean, mine was okay. Um, you know, I took the day off. I went and got some really good Mexican food, and it was really nice. And I worked on some videos, and I played some EQ, and I did some Gribbles, and I hung out with you guys here on the stream. I'd say I had a great time. Much, much better than what I've had in the past. VD is good. Yes. VD is good. And good night, Joby1. Oni Drog. Off to work. Have a good night, Fez. Thank you for the stream. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I appreciate it. I'm just, again, I'm so happy that I was able to sort this out. Hopefully, when my video comes out this weekend about how I fixed it, it'll help others too. White said I got to finish with you. That just doesn't sound quite right. Especially because of the whole term finish, like my my Ghostbusters parody video. I'm glad I could help you finish. Hippie said, I do wish they would change the name to the event in the game. ED is not what you want for VD. Yeah. Right. Superfly, have a great night, Fez. You too, Superfly. Have a great night. And thanks, everybody. I'll see you all this weekend. I'll be here Friday night for the live stream. I'll probably have to work a lot the next couple of days to make up for this. But, you know, I think it's important to support others when they need it. So that's... Yay! Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.